Hey everybody. About a month ago, I was watching Brown Dwarf's channel on YouTube. I'll put a link in the description. He's got a great channel with a lot of local information. He travels around the North State, mainly over on the coast, but a lot of stuff in Trinity County. And he happens to post periodicals and any information he finds in the local literature, which is really cool. I highly recommend you go and subscribe to his channel. I saw that he posted the Trinity Journal. There was an ad in there, and it had a name and a phone number for Tom Morris. Name, phone number, email, asking for any information, any sightings, any kind of goings-on related to Sasquatch, to give him a call. And so I'll put a link up to the Trinity Journal's website as well as their news reporting page. So if you have any information newsworthy, you could send it to the Trinity Journal. They'd appreciate that. I looked up the name and the email and all that on the internet and found that he's been putting that ad out there for quite a while. So I decided to go ahead. It was pretty legit. I'll go ahead and give him a call. I was just curious to see who he is and what he does. And after a couple of back and forths, missing each other, he called right away. He called right back. Really nice guy. We set up a date to go out and camp and meet each other, and had a really good time. We hit it off pretty well. He's got a great sense of humor. He was gracious enough to cook. I brought some technology goods with me. I'm kind of a tech nerd, and so he talks about some of the stuff that he has, and historically has a lot of information. Has talked to a lot of people, knows the goings on way back through to the 60s, and was someone that went out on sightings and investigations and interviewed people and just really knows just about everything going on in the North State related to Sasquatch. If anybody has any information, if you could give Tom a call or email him, I'll post his contact information on the site here, and he'd really like to hear anything going on currently in the North State. Tom's the author of a book that he had published, self-published, containing a ton of newspaper articles, investigative techniques and places all around the North State. It's got a lot of information that you may or may not have heard, diagrams, clippings, and he was affiliated with the Bay Area group. Tom had a relationship with George Haas, the pioneer and the creator or co-founder of the Bay Area group, which was a Sasquatch group that would come up from the Bay Area and camp out at certain locations and do research. A non-violent group. They're not pro-kill. More of a study, a naturalistic view of Sasquatch to protect Sasquatch. Tom's book shows about 15 sections here. Section 1, overall views, findings, ideas, and basic techniques of search. Section 2, Bigfoot in the newspapers. Section 3, research in the field. Section 4, still frame from the Roger Patterson film. Section 5, news from the Bigfoot Research Project, past and present, which is the 1-800-BIGFOOT project. Section 6, information from Western Bigfoot Society News Bulletin. Section 7, the Bigfoot Co-op. Section 8, pages from John Green's books. Section 9, magazine articles, activity in California. Section 10, pages from the Old Mammals News by Jim McLaren. Section 11, the beginning of research and correspondence. Section 12, Todd Neese's story and present research. Section 13, wilderness areas in California. Section 14, the Bigfoot sounds heard in California. And Section 15, credits, acknowledgments, and special thanks. Tom's focus with Bigfoot investigations was to find a highly reported area with a lot of sightings and go follow up on food sources, animal activity. Use the information that he finds to try and create patterns, elevations, food types, times of the year. Try to attract things to come in. So keep the lights off at night, set up camp, just try to act like a camper and attract things with food and baits, and then play predator calls. Tom has some great animal calls and does some really great Sasquatch yells and calls and wood knocks. He's super good at it. And with his ghillie suit, he's probably going to end up with like an 8-foot tall hairy girlfriend here one of these nights, but that'd be a win-win. Here's Tom being filmed by his buddy Louie, and Tom's carrying his blue Sasquatch call wearing a ghillie suit and carrying out some sardines for bait.
Not like that. That was our sighting right there. Back up. And you were back there further. All right, look at that. Oh, you got the something wrong. A new videographer. I'm special effects. Whoa! Are you taking a picture? All right, I'll give up.
I brought the parabolic mic, did some wireless microphones, got a 10-channel audio recorder. I was kind of playing with some of this tech that I haven't used yet. I bought it all. I've used some of it, set out a couple of game cameras, and did run thermal. Unfortunately, it's just hot and there's not a lot of animals. We did see some deer come up on the game cameras, and then the only thing on thermal was like a squirrel that was playing around all weekend. Here's some shots of camp. This is where we did our barbecuing and BSing and acting like victims, waiting for something to come attack us. Playing predator calls and cooking a lot of food, trying to smell good. I had a really good time, so I'm looking forward to next time we go camping. Tom's a great guy. Give him a call if you know anything in the North State.
A new videographer. I'm special effects. All right, I'll give up. Whoa! Are you taking a picture?